to that, we have this crazy old Alamo guitar. These were built in Texas back in the 60s, and they feel very much like an import guitar, but they're pretty cheap, but kind of fun. This one, we did a wild experiment where we did overwraps over just the pickups. So you have a larger string over the pickup versus the rest of it, and it sounds kind of like a ring mod. Yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, not really usable for anything, but very cool. And then this is my bass that I just use for testing all sorts of different strings. So it's got some stainless steel, some nickel wound strings on it. This is a cool old K that actually has normal strings on it, but in Nashville. So this is an octave up. And out of tune a little bit, but kind of fun. Normal Telecaster for once. A 7-string Jackson that I use for testing out 7 strings. I'm not much of a 7-string player myself, but it's fun every so often to kind of rip. This is a baritone Supro that I use for testing out baritone strings, which is a really, really great guitar, by the way. I don't know if they make these anymore, but they're super cool. And then finally, over here, is my Jazzmaster that is currently set up in a wild B-52s tuning, where we have 2 unison strings on the top, and then I think we go EAD on the bottom. So that you can kind of, well, we'll show you later in another video what that looks like. So not a single guitar, basically, that makes sense, but a lot of guitars that are fun to screw around with.
Which one's your favorite guitar?